Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Daylight, we got a report that there's also this very serious cry by Ifa diviners around the palace that, Kabiyesi is also spiritually trapped. And Ifa diviner, as a matter of fact, right now they say they have called Iyanifa back. You see all the kind of confusion they are creating. Today is the 16th day of June 2025. And the last spiritual material has not been found. As at yesterday, they said Ooni of Ife has commissioned more people to get that last spiritual material. But as we are hearing what is going on, they said that there are cries in the palace by Ifa diviners who have been coming one after the other in preparation of this reinstatement, that the coast is not clear, that Ooni himself also is trapped. They are talking right now, they are talking about an Ifa priest who raised alarm and said that Igbis has allegedly used Aje Saluga to replace Queen Naomi with 1 billion naira. Now, what is this all about? Because that is what everybody is asking, what is this all about? Now, if you know Kabiyesi very well, before he got married to these women, he made sure that all of them were running successful business. As at last year, the most successful of all of them was Bloblo, who was making up to 100 to 150 million from her Adire business monthly. I'm talking about monthly, okay? Now, if you have been following this trend, there was actually a time where we got another report that even Igbis and Bloblo had fought because Bloblo accused Igbis of using some kind of spiritual means to truncate the progress of her business, right? I don't know if you remember that time. Now, that was because Bloblo's influence, as far as the businesses that Kabiyesi said for all of them was concerned, she was the one grossing the most of all of those businesses. And so jealousy set in. I think they say the early part of this year, she wasn't doing that well again. But right now, she's almost balancing up. But something happened. Now, when you hear Igbis has money, Igbis has money. Igbis is into cocoa. You know cocoa, right? Cocoa. They buy, like she has warehouses where people go from one place to the other. They said they even go as far as a place that is called Ikom in Cross River State. Ikom, they said that place is close to Cameroon. They have a lot of cocoa there. They even go as far as that place to buy cocoa. They now come and put it in their warehouse. Then they, export. Okay, so it's a lot of money. Right now, they say one bag of cocoa is about 1 million naira. That is how expensive it is as at now. Okay, between 800, 900 to 1 million naira. That's what they are selling one bag of cocoa. So this business, they said, with all the drama that has been going on, with everything, Igbis has been quiet and all of that. They said last month, between the 10th of last month and the 10th of this month, Igbis grossed close to 1 billion naira from that cocoa store. Now, this is something that usually Kabiyesi will celebrate more than anything. And even if Kabiyesi does not, because it's a family, when they talk, remember when Kabiyesi was very angry and said that they should not put their monies inside the royal coffers anymore. It's like, we go into partnership, and then when you make profit, you put inside the royal coffers, and later you begin to make it look as if you're working for me or working for Lori Nami. And that was why Kabiyesi said that. But as we are hearing what is going on, if the information is correct right now, they said Kabiyesi that they realized that this Igbis made gross close to 1 billion naira in 1 month. In 1 month, in less than 30 days from cocoa alone. So there is this cry that is going on that she's using Aje Saluga to, replace Queen Naomi with 1 billion. Okay, that is what she's using. That is the spirit that is working for her now, because the reason is that if Kabiyesi pinches or touches that money, that is how he would have been able to replace Queen Naomi, and there will be no going back. this is what we are hearing, is the information that we are getting now. But what I'm trying to do is that I'm just trying to explain to you, because I just cannot come here and tell you Aje Saluga and you don't know what it means. So when I get the information, I try to get fact on what it means and why this is, because the thing is that if you're giving information, you need to also get people to understand what it is about. Now they say this Aje Saluga, okay? I don't know, please, I may not be pronouncing it well, but you see the spelling there. They said it's one of the most powerful spiritual forces in Yoruba cosmology, often misunderstood and shredded in secrecy. It is not just a spirit, it is the embodiment of mystical wealth, supernatural trade, and material seduction. It is believed to be the spirit that controls sudden wealth, especially money that comes with speed, glamour, and influence, but also with dangerous spiritual string attached, right? Those who invoke or control Aje Saluga do not, merely get rich. They become magnetically irresistible, okay? Spiritually manipulative and capable of bending even the strongest mind to their will. That is what this is about, okay? And they are unfolding all of this. But my fear is that they are unfolding all of this, like, is it late? Is it because Iyanifa has not been around? How is this even happening? Now, they say in the spiritual world, Aje Saluga is one of the 7 Aje, often referred to as Aje Meta in simplified terms, okay? Though in deeper Ifa knowledge, there are more than 3, okay? Aje Saluga specifically is the custodian of monetary flow and financial favor, unlike Esu, who carries messages, or Ogun, who breaks through obstacles. Aje Saluga opens the gates of wealth, but only for those who are spiritually prepared or spiritually reckless enough to pay the price, right? Now, what exactly has happened to make Ifa priests in Ile-Ife raise an alarm is what we are asking and what everybody is asking. Now, according to Sacred Palace insiders and whisper among, trusted Babalawos, Queen Naomi's powerful spiritual hold on the Ooni of Ife, a divine bond forged by covenant, prophecy, and destiny, has become a serious threat to certain women in the palace, particularly Igbis, who has long battled for the Ooni's attention and relevance, is now accused of desperately turning to Aje Saluga, not just to gain influence, but to completely spiritually replace Queen Naomi in the heart and spirit of the Ooni of Ife. How did this happen? It is alleged that Igbis, after being repeatedly sidelined during, recent spiritual decisions in the palace, traveled to a remote compound in Badagry, where an underground Aje Saluga cult still operates in secrecy. There, with the help of a powerful priestess known as Iya Oluwa Merin, she performed a forbidden money and dominance, ritual designed not just to throw wealth, but to swap destinies, to pull Queen Naomi's spiritual seat from the throne and replace it with her own, using a spiritual transaction involving $1 billion in cocoa, right? So what they did now is that they brought they said this is not spiritual money, as you know. The 1 billion is symbolic, representing a massive spiritual transaction where wealth, power, and favor are drawn from an innocent, soul and transferred to another. In this case, Queen Naomi, known for her purity, prophetic gift, and sacred covenant with the Oni, is the victim. The ritual is designed to spiritually, purchase the throne space she occupies in the Oni's destiny and redirect the flow to Igbis. How is Aje Saluga used? Summoning rituals. Aje Saluga is not called casually. You must use cowries, precious stones, sea water, and a mirror to open communication. Most rituals are performed in the early hours of the morning near moving water. Sacrificial wealth, you must bring wealth and offer, but here is the mystery. Not all sacrifices are physical. Money some bring items that represent other people's wealth, such as, stolen garment, photos, business card, and all of that. It's not a small thing. The thing, if I want to continue, is just too much. But basically, now they say the way they did this one is to bring this wealth from wherever they are bringing the wealth from, and bring it to Igbis through the business. Because how is it possible that through cocoa alone you're grossing 1 billion in 1 month? And that is going to move the heart of Kabiyesi. It's going to make Kabiyesi be happy, love Igbis and all of that. And the moment he takes out of that money, everything that he has prepared between himself and Olori Naomi will scatter. And that is why this Ifa people are shouting upon seeing what has happened, because they came to, begin to prepare for that ritual that is coming up in the next couple of days. And they now found out that this is what is on the air. A lot of spirits have been, invoked. Right now, they are right there. Some are standing at the palace gate, and some are waiting for Queen Naomi. If Queen Naomi is coming, once she comes in, they want to start. She might run, she might go out and not want to do again. And it's a whole lot. And now they have gone into, Kabiyesi is said to have gone into serious panic with what they have said about Igbis now, because yes, physically they said that company grossed over 1 billion naira in 1 month. This is what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.